Well, Trent, thanks very much for joining us on Premier League tonight. Martin was just talking about the way that he sees Jurgen Klopp spending time with the players and mentoring the players, putting an arm around them when they need them. Just give us a bit of an insight into life at Melwood. How much time does Jurgen spend individually with you and with other players, just making sure that you're totally comfortable and happy with the way things are?
Yeah, obviously the players need to be comfortable in the environment that they're in every day. So I think that's obviously something that he's worked on. He's changed things when he came in, and he's wanted to make a positive influence on the whole club, and that's what he's came and done. And obviously I think everyone at the club's feeling really good at the minute, and it's down to him and his tactics and the way he goes about his business, and he's getting a spot on at the minute, and hopefully we'll be able to carry it on.
Did you hear the cheer when you were out there warming up and the news came through that Spurs had lost?
Yeah. We heard it, but it's important for us to just focus on ourselves, and at the end of the day it's up to us really to keep focusing on ourselves and keep getting the results that we need to keep going forward. And we know we're in good form at the minute and we're a tough team to play against, so we're using that to our advantage, and especially in the festive period where there's lots of games, being in good form is very important, and that's what we're in at the minute.
Very good. The press officer at Liverpool's clearly briefed you very well on how to answer our questions. What's it really like, though, in that dressing room? Come on, break away from what Matt's telling you to tell us. Do you talk about the title in there, Trent?
Nah, because
They're talking about Christmas. They're too busy to talk about the title.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair.
What else do you talk about? Come on.
Oh, obviously everyone knows the objectives that we want to achieve, and we know what position we're in the league. It's important for us, and maybe at the back of people's minds there might be little things going on, but no one's discussed it as of yet because it's still 18 games to go really, so anything can happen. We've seen it all, especially over the last few weeks. So again, it's just important for us to keep getting the results that we need, and at the end of the day, yeah, it's down to us.
You're a Liverpool lad, born and bred in the city. When you're out and about, you must now start to notice the difference. 29 years since they won the league, you weren't even born. You must notice that atmosphere out in the city now, though. People wanting to talk to you about it, asking you what you think. I can tell by your smile that's the truth.
Yeah, obviously the city's excited. It's good for the fans to be in this position as well as the players and the manager, because they're helping us along the way, and it's for us to go out there and put in performances to obviously make them look at us and be happy. And I think at the end of the day, yeah, we do it for them. We want them to feel the joy that we feel on the pitch, and they help us get the results that we're getting at the minute, and it's down to them really.
Trent, we all, I think all expected Liverpool to beat Arsenal today, but with half an eye on the next game, which is obviously Manchester City. What's the feeling going into that game? And of course, not losing is probably the main priority.
Yeah, but I think obviously our mindset is to go there and win. We want to win every game that we play in, but we know it's going to be difficult. The current champions of the league are obviously decide to beat, to be fair, so we know that they can destroy teams, can beat any team that they want. So it's important for us to be focused going into the game, not get ahead of ourselves, and know that it's going to be a difficult game. Like any game is, it's the Premier League, it's dog eat dog really. And I think going into the game, we've got that positive mindset that we know that we're in good form, but it's going to be tough, and yeah, with the mentality and the game plan, hopefully we'll come out with a win.
And Trent, what's the plans over the next couple of nights, next few days? Going out New Year's Eve?
No, definitely not. It's all focused towards the next game. That's probably the role of a footballer, to be fair, is sacrifice, and we know obviously, like I said, we're playing the current champions of the league, so we need to all be ready. We need to all be recovered from the amount of games that we've been playing, and we all need to be ready mentally and physically to go into battle with them. So everyone, I'm sure everyone will be at home resting up and then looking forward to the game.
And physically, how are the rest of the group?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
I think coming away from the festive period now, it's important not to get too many knocks, and that's what we've really done. The manager's been good with the days off and the load that we've been getting, so I think it's worked out perfectly, and hopefully we'll come out better at the end of the festive period and be able to push on into the later months of the season.
And just so you're aware, it didn't need to be New Year's Eve for Maka to have a big night out when he was playing for Liverpool.
Hey.
That was like a weekly thing,
Hey.
if not a nightly thing. Lots of questions coming in for you on social media, Trent. Jason Roberts, who knew his way around a defender or two in his time, he says, do you think you're the best young right back in the world right now? Just say yes, man.
Yes.
Just say yes.
Yes.
We will.
Easy.
I don't know, it's probably not my opinion to have. It's just to give everything I can for the team. Go out there and do a job. At the end of the day, it's not about the individuals, it's about the team. They're the things that win titles and win trophies, and that's what our aim is to bring silver back to Anfield, and you only do that with the big squad that we have.
It's like a PR version of a yes, for sure.
Definite yes. That was a definite yes.
Definite yes. Nathan Lucas says, of all the players in the dressing room, who's been the biggest help for you as a youngster, particularly going into the big games like Champions League?
The senior players that have been in that position, like Hendo, Millie, Ads, Virgil.
Do you go to them for advice? Or do you kind of just let them come and speak to you when the time is right? How does that work? What's the dynamic?
Well, obviously, there's times where I'm probably feeling nervous, and they can see it on my face, and then they've come over, put their arm around me, and just talk me through what it's going to be like and whatnot. Especially last season with the Champions League games, that was a big help for someone to come over and give you words of encouragement, and to go out there and know that your team and the manager trust you to go out there and do a job is something that's massive for you. So yeah, it's just the whole team really that brings you together. Like I said before, it's a team game, so everyone needs to be on it, and I think that's important to have that self-confidence and for everyone to believe that they're on the pitch for a reason.
And finally, Craig Hurl says, the biggest highlight of 2018 for you? I'm sure there's been a few.
Yeah, probably World Cup debut, I'd say. Just a special moment for me and my family, and something that you want to see, you want to dream and you want to achieve when you're growing up, and you reenact the World Cup moments and everything, and you always remember your favourite World Cup moments. So it's important to it's important for me and my family to experience things like that, and hopefully there'll be more to come.
To be fair, that is a decent answer. Mine will be like a good meal out or something, and you've come out with that. That's a good answer. And finally, can I just say, congratulations for the meal you put on for all those families in Liverpool as well. I think it was 60 families that you got involved with, sorting them out with some dinner for a local charity. That is special, and it's the sort of thing that footballers don't get recognised enough for, so well done for that.
Thank you.
No worries.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Top man.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks.
All the best.